lọ́lá ò ẹgbẹ́ mi. Hello.
Hi everyone, good morning. You are welcome to my segment on the types of Egbe ancestral astral mates. Egbe refers to astral mates. This session is on 16 types of Egbe that we have, and this morning in this segment I will be critically looking at one, what is Egbe in its full explanation. Egbe can simply interpret or be explained as astral or spiritual mates of human beings. The spiritual mates of human beings. That is, you are talking of your comrades, your peers in heaven. You are here on earth, but you have your comrades, you have your peers in heaven, as in your counterparts that are in heaven, in the spiritual realm. They are there in the spiritual realm. The belief is that you were once part of them, but you have transformed into physical being and you have left them behind. So you are here. You are here doing what? You are here on a particular mission, and they are a kind of a congregation that are there in the spiritual realm for you. The physical body in the world is just the representation of your soul. So in Ifa and Orisha spirituality, we believe that all human beings on earth, they come from heaven. We believe that Obatala Orisha of white clothes, the Orisha of pureness and purity, we believe that is the one that mold human being from clay, and that Olodumare only breathe into the molded human head and it become a soul. Now this soul these souls move around they move around in the astral plane looking for parents who will give birth to them in form of human beings. So basically, you as a person, you are a spiritual being. You were a spiritual being, but now a physical being with soul. If you look at it from Odoifa Owonisogbe, he says, Egbe kò gbélé ayé, kò ní gbélé ayé, bí kò bá sí ti Egbe ẹnìkejì lọ́run, adífá fún ará ọ̀run, abù fún ará ayé, ni àwọn ni kò jẹ́ kí Egbe ayé kó jìyà. Bí kò bá sẹ́gbẹ́ Egbe ọ̀run, Egbe ayé á jìyà, Egbe ayé á tẹ́. What does that mean? It means that the earth will be uninhabitable, unlivable, uncomfortable for Egbe that is on earth, if not for the assistance of the Egbe that is in Orun, that is in heaven, the replica of the one that is on earth. So this is what consult Ifa divination for the earthly mate. So the heavenly mate cannot go far without the support of, the earthly mate cannot go far without the support of heavenly mate. We can't go far in life. Now, let me also buttress this belief by going into Ifa Obara Oyeku that says, àwọn ọmọ kékeré tí fojú tọ́nà alẹ́ lórúkọ tá ń pẹgbẹ́, adífá fún Egbe ló ti kọ́lé ọ̀run wá sí ayé, ẹbọ ni wọ́n ní kó ṣe. Ẹ dákun, ẹ má mà jẹ́ ń tẹ̀, kàkà kẹ́gbẹ́ ayé tẹ́, tọ̀run kò ní jẹ́, which means that it is the little children from the use. If it is the little children that use their eyes as lamp in darkness. Egbe is referred to as little children that use their eyes as lamp in darkness. They perform Ifa divination for Egbe. When coming from heaven, Egbe was instructed to offer sacrifice so that life can be comfortable, so that their spiritual mates can come into their aid, so that there won't be disgrace, physical disgrace, financial disgrace, earthly disgrace, material disgrace, and all. So when people begin to have that kind of spiritual disgrace or physical disgrace refers to earthly problem that human has. So it is believed that the heavenly mates are not supporting that particular person. Well, the truth is that everybody has Egbe. Sure, you understand? A lot of people will say, I don't have anything to do with Egbe. Immediately begin to explain. They begin to cover themselves with the blood of Jesus. They begin to say, Astagfirullah. But the truth is that appeasing your Egbe is usually done for you to have a stable life, to have a good life. That is, for you to have a good marital life, for you to avoid premature death and other bad occurrences. So technically we are saying that your Egbe stands as guide. They stand as guide, they stand as protector, they stand as your Orisha, kind of, to help you so that you do not live a vain life. You do not live a life that is not comfortable on earth. Now, the purpose of this course is not to prove whether you have Egbe. I will still do that later in other aspects. But the basic goal of this course is to explain the different types of Egbe that we have. Everybody has Egbe, that is just the truth. If you need somebody else to convince you, of course, I can, but that is not what I'm into now. Now, we want to look at different types of Egbe. There are many types of Egbe, but it is instructive to note that the list goes listless. That is, it can be more. But basically, in Oduefa, we recognize 16 types of Egbe. And they go as Iyalode, Eleku, Ashipa, Adetoyanyan, Jagunjagun, Baale, Olugbogero, and Adetoyanyan, Mohu, Irukere, Amoriapa, and so on and so forth. This classification is done in Yoruba cosmology based on the character or the behavior of children at their tender age. So the behavior of a child, the character of a child, or the character you exhibit will help us to know that, yes, this person is a member of a particular Egbe. Apart from Akosejaye can tell us, but parents keep eyes, or you yourself can flash back to know the kind of where you belong to. Now, I'm starting with Iyalode. Iyalode group of Egbe. They are usually very characteristic in nature. They possess exceptional leadership traits. They have exceptional leadership traits. Start looking at it from tender age. They are the boss lady. They are the boss. Sometimes you have men in their midst too. Although it's a female group, but there are men that belongs there. Such men, they love to. Such men, when they are or boys, they interact basically with the opposite sex. And what do you see to it? They love to be leaders. They exhibit leadership traits. Right from the sand play, when they are playing with sand, to when they are in school, somehow you see the leadership traits falling on them from the lower grade, primary school, to secondary school, to university level. Such people, they grow up to behave as leaders. They are charismatic. They have leadership traits. Actually, Yellow Day is usually a name given to a leader or a group of women, or club or association of women in Yoruba land. But spiritually, when you belong to a Yellow Day group, you notice certain things. Such children can settle disputes very well. Such people that belong to that group, they can settle disputes very well. They love fashion. They love to dress. They love to dress well. They are lovers of clothes and fashion. And not only that, they have natural psychic gifts. Naturally, they can tell you something is about to happen. They can tell you that vehicle, don't board it. They can tell you, don't go on this journey. Yes, they have naturally, they can see, they know, they perceive, they have intuition. You call it intuition. Yes, they have natural psychic gifts. They can tell you the solution out of a very difficult situation, and that is how you find a way out of it. They are very successful in business. They love to do business, and they are good at it. They are wealth creator. They create wealth. They create employment. They are usually entrepreneurs. Yes. They are entrepreneurs. They are entrepreneurs. They like to give gifts. They like to engage in charitable ventures. They feel for other people. They are philanthropic in nature. But they love to attend parties. They love to go to parties that do not concern them. They buy Ashwebi, what we call traditional Ashwebi, even though they don't know who is holding the party. They don't mind to go to party anywhere. They are very, very social people. They are very social. They love to interact. They love to meet who is who. They love to dress well. They like to party. Even if it is their birthday party, you'll be surprised at what they will put into it. Those are Yellow Day for you. I need to also tell you that most people in Yellow Day group of people, they are usually motivational speakers. They are motivational speakers. They motivate you. They tell you not to give up. They try to cheer you up. Naturally, they are motivational coach. Let me say they are life coaches. Sometimes they are organized or unorganized life coach. They put you through. They help you to believe in yourself. They assist you to get through the situation you may be going through. Now, under Yellow Day, we have subcategories. We have subcategories under Yellow Day. The first one Therefore, we have Iyamosa. Under this type of spiritual group of people, we have Iyamosa. Their power, their spiritual power comes and function well in relation to lagoon, spiritual force. Lagoon, Iyamosa. In the traditional Yoruba setting, you know that we call Osa lagoon. So that is where they generate their own power from. That is where their own spiritual energy comes from. That is where they are energized from. We call them Iyamosa. Not just that. We have Iyamokun also. This sort of people, this category of people, they have their power in relation to the ocean. Men or women belong to this category, even though we call them Iyamokun. Even when you say Iyamokun, you say Iya Tomo Okun, mothers that know the sea. Their power is generated from the sea. They love to go to Bar Beach, even without them even knowing that they are connected to Egbe. Sure, you understand? They love to party around the beach. They love to go around the beach. They love to pick items from the sea. They love to have items of the sea around them. They are called Iyalode or Iyamokun of Iyalode. So we have Iyamosa, we have Iyamokun, and now we have Iyamopo. I've said that Iyamosa, they generate their power from the lagoon. Iyamokun, they come from the Okun and they generate their power from Okun, from the sea. Now we are having Iyamopo. These people in these categories, they have their spiritual power and function in relation to their female vagina. They are mostly women. They have high sexual drive naturally without taking anything. Very high sexual drive. And they are weak in relation to success. Most of these women that trade their bodies for money or for whatever, they belong to this group of Iyamopo. They fall under this Iyalode group of Egbe. So at early stage, you will see the tendency of sexual immorals in them. You will see the tendency to start sleeping with men at tender age. They are very seductive. They seduce men, even without their knowledge. The aura around them is seduction. And they are always ready for sex right from very tender age. That is why sometimes when you hear things like a 50-year-old man sleeping with a 12-year-old. Sometimes the spiritual magnet in Iyamopo's children drag those men, drags them, trying to bring them on, gives them a common light. When you have such children at early stage, if you detect it earlier, you need to consult a spiritualist who will do a kind of Egbe transplant for them. They will remove and transplant them somewhere else. This group of people, even when they are married, they keep concubines. You find out that They just can't stay with a man. They must have extra. And such women, when they are married, their men find it difficult to satisfy them, because naturally their sex drive is very high and they don't mind to do anything in terms of sex. They have very good, or let me say very terrible sex techniques. In fact, they originate and emanate all kinds of sex tricks. Such lady, when a married man falls into their hands, sexually, he is glued. To return back home will be very difficult, because these people, once you enter their Astral, their vagina, you sleep with them, you are taken. That is where their power is. They don't usually, most of them don't usually get too much success in life, although some of them do, but it's not common. Maybe 2% out of the 100% of them. So their high sexual drive affects them. In Yoruba language, they will say komoko. They will call them komoko, that is somebody that cannot say no. They will say karile, someone that goes around the house, that has been passed from man to man. Sometimes you see them in incestuous relationship as well. Incest. They don't mind. Somehow they can't explain it. It can even be very sorrowful for them. They sleep with father, they sleep with their own son. It can be as bad as that. You can even sleep with animal. That is their own kind of Egbe. So they are also a subgroup under Iyalode. Now, I'm going to the third one, which we call no, I'm going to the fourth one, sorry. The fourth one is Yakera. This set of Iyalode group, their spiritual power function in relation to sand or rock or anything that comes from the soil. A lady called me from UK and said, Mommy, I don't know what happened to me. I just feel like eating sand. I don't know, that she felt like going to the seaside or somewhere to pick sand and be eating. Or those black powder that I used to give her, she feels like just licking it. Yakera. They are usually very pampered children, and right from early stage, they can play with sand. They can play with sand, and they can mold anything with sand. Anything. That is one of their signals at the early stage. I remember when we were growing up, we would dip our feet in sand and we mold it. You bring out the leg and you have sand and all that. You have a shape of sand in the shape of, shoe in the shape of sand, like that. These people, there is no wonder they cannot do with sand. And a lot of them may end up going into pottery. Their power, their energy is energized when they get in touch with sand or rock. They could be mariners, but such people, they love to go to places where you have sand and rock, like a river with rock in the middle of it. They will just sit down and be looking at it. You think they are just sitting down. You wonder what they are doing there. They are energizing. Their spirit man is being energized. Their spirit man is coming up. That is what they do. See, when they are pregnant, when a woman is pregnant, you have the urge for all kinds of women, You know what I'm talking about? You feel like eating some strange things. Some people feel like eating sticks. The Yakera group of people who want to eat sand, and some of them secretly do. That is the fourth type. Such people, when they go to prayer mountains to go and pray, their prayer gets answered quickly because their energy is connected. When they go to desert to go and pray, the prayer gets answered quickly because that is their natural world. When they go to Bar Beach, sit on the sand to pray, the prayer comes quickly. The answer comes quickly because that is their world. There was a time I saw a picture on Facebook and somebody used sand to create a mermaid, beautiful mermaid on the sea, on the sea sand, right at the beach. It was so real, so beautiful. When I saw it, I could only smile because I know that it is the handwork of this Yakera. It's their handwork. It's their handwork. So they are all part of the Iyalode group of people. Essential characteristics of them is that they sing beautifully. Most of these international female musicians and some males too are in the group of Iyalode. Don't ask me if Tiwa Savage is there. I have not mentioned her name. But they sing very well. They have gift of music. They dance well. And they have very good voice. Dancing and good voice. They can only function well to their use if they can propitiate and sacrifice to Egbe very well. Very well. If they can make their sacrifice every time, regularly, connect deeply, connect very well with the Egbe, believe you me, they will make headway. They will make headway. They are super people, they are lovely people, and if you by chance have Yamopo around, you don't castigate them. They need help. They may need psychotherapy help, but basically they need spiritual help. As a spiritualist, there is a way you help them to move out. Like a friend of mine once said, he said, we remove them from Egbe Alakisa and put them in Egbe of the wife of governors and senators. That is, we remove them from rag-based group, so to say, and plant them among the group of women that marries governors, presidents, senators, and important CEOs. So that is about Iyalode. Before I move too far, let me talk about these people. Eleko, Egbe Eleko is a second type of Egbe that you don't joke with in the classes of Egbe. Eleko, hey, Ibayo. This group of people, we regard them as the issue in Egbe. We refer to them as the issue in Egbe. This group of people, they are known for their notorious character, and they give headache to parents that may give birth to them. The easiest way to recognize them is their desire for snakes.